What if your feelings are the problem? This is the story of two wolves and the quiet truth about what really makes you keep going. In a vast green forest surrounded by mountains, the animals gathered one day for an important announcement. King Lion stood on a tall rock. "This year," he roared, "we will hold the great mountain climb. Whoever reaches the summit will earn honor and leadership among the young." The forest buzzed with excitement. Among the crowd stood two young wolves. One was Blaze, the other was Stone. Blaze was known for his fiery energy. When he felt inspired, no one could match him. He ran the fastest. He spoke the loudest. He dreamed the biggest. Stone was quieter. He rarely spoke. He rarely celebrated, but he showed up every day. That night, as the moon rose, a bright fox named Spark visited Blaze. "You are destined to win," Spark whispered. "You are stronger than all of them." Blaze felt electricity run through his veins. "I will train harder than anyone," he howled. And for the next few days, he did. He sprinted through the forest at sunrise. He leaped over fallen logs. He climbed rocky hills with passion. The other animals watched in awe. "He's unstoppable," they murmured. Meanwhile, Stone trained quietly at dawn. No cheering, no dramatic sprints, just steady climbing, one rock at a time. One evening, a calm and wise old turtle approached Stone. "You are not the fastest," Old Turtle said gently. "I know," Stone replied. "You are not the most talented." "I know," Old Turtle nodded. "Climb anyway." And so Stone did. Weeks passed. The weather changed. Cold winds swept through the forest. Rain soaked the ground. The mountain became slippery and dangerous. Spark, the fox, stopped visiting Blaze. Blaze woke one morning, shivering. "I don't feel like training today," he muttered. The ground was muddy. His muscles were sore. The fire inside him felt small. He skipped one day, then another. "It's fine," he told himself. "I'll train when I feel strong again." But the feeling didn't return. Meanwhile, Stone stepped outside into the cold. The rain fell on his fur. His legs were tired. The Old Turtle walked beside him. "Climb," Old Turtle said. "I'm exhausted," Stone admitted. Old Turtle said again. "Climb slowly." So Stone climbed slowly. When the rocks were slippery, he moved carefully. When the wind howled, he lowered his body and kept going. Finally, the day of the great mountain climb arrived. The animals gathered at the base of the towering peak. Blaze stood tall with pride. Even in less training, he trusted himself and what he was capable of. He is determined and motivated. But when the crowd cheered, the old fire sparked again. "I can win," he growled. King Lion gave the signal. "Go!" Blaze shot forward like lightning. He leaped ahead of the others, fast and powerful. The animals gasped. Stone started slower. One step, then another. Halfway up the mountain, the path became steep and icy. Blaze's breathing grew heavy. His legs trembled. He had relied on bursts of energy before, but now the climb demanded endurance. "I can't slow down," he thought. "I need the fire. I need motivation." But the fire faded. He slipped. He stumbled. He collapsed on a ledge, panting. "I don't feel strong anymore," he whispered. Below him, Stone kept climbing. Step. Breath. Step. Breath. No drama. No sprint. Just rhythm. The wind pushed him. The cold bit into his paws. Doubt whispered in his mind. But Granite's voice echoed calmly. One more step. And so he took it. As the sun began to set, a lone wolf reached the summit. Stone. The forest erupted in astonishment. Blaze eventually made it to the top 2 hours later, humbled and silent. At the summit, King Lion spoke. "Speed is impressive," he said, "but passion is powerful. But today we witnessed something greater." He turned to Stone. "You did not climb with excitement," the lion continued. "You climbed with commitment." And Blaze lowered his head. Spark. The fox appeared briefly beside him. "I gave you fire. I give you motivation," Spark said softly. "But I cannot stay when storms come." The old turtle stepped forward beside Stone and said, "Even in the midst of crisis, I stay. I am disciplined." And then animals understood. Motivation is like fire and dry grass, bright and fast. But discipline is like roots in the earth, unseen but unbreakable. Blaze approached Stone quietly. "How did you keep going when it hurt?" Blaze asked. Stone looked at the horizon. "I stopped asking myself how I felt," he said. "I only asked myself what I promised." From that day on, the forest changed. The animals still welcomed Spark the fox when he visited. His fire and motivation was useful to begin, but they no longer depended on him. Instead, they walked daily with the old Turl. Slow, steady, unstoppable. And the mountains that once seemed impossible became reachable. Moral of the story: motivation burns bright, but it fades when conditions become hard. Discipline is quiet, often unnoticed, but it endures through storms. Motivation helps you start the climb. Discipline carries you to the summit. And in the end, the one who wins is not the one who feels the most inspired, but the one who keeps taking steps. Discipline beats motivation.